feminists, the hardcore feminists, these mean-spirited types, you know, the ones that say women need men like fish need bicycle, those types of women. They have been told that they can have it all. They can have whatever they want, and it's true. They can have it all. They can have a career. They can have money. They can have their own house and be the boss and do whatever they want. But you know something that they never tell you? They can have it all except the one thing that they want the most. And that is a companionship of a man that they really admire. Most of them, as we know, are lonely, sitting next to their pet and wine bottle. And their biggest joy is hanging around with other women who are in the exact same situation. Misery loves company indeed. But the one thing they want the most, they cannot have. And this is why they're always frustrated and angry. It's palpable. You can sense the anger in them and frustration. Because the one thing they want the most, they can't have. Imagine, for example, if they tell you that you can have all the money in the world, in the biggest house, however, you can never get out of it. You must stay in the house. The food gets delivered to you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you cannot leave the house. You're trapped in it. After a few days, a few weeks, you don't want the money anymore. You want your freedom, because that is the one thing that a man wants more than anything else, his freedom. For women, what they want more than anything else, despite whatever anyone tells you, is a companionship of a man that they can call on, a man that they know is there for them, a man that they can rely on, no matter how successful they are, in what part of the world they live. No woman likes to go through life alone. That is the one thing that they want. And these women in the West, the Western feminists, hardcore feminists, if they do get a man, it's the type of mealy-mouthed, mousy milquetoast that they cannot deep down in their heart respect. Yes, they get those kind of men. You know why? Because you cannot have two chefs in the kitchen. Because these women, the hardcore career types, they are the type A personality. And anyone that knows anything about sociology knows, and human interrelationships, that you cannot have two A types together. One needs to be the boss. One needs to be dominant, sometimes much more dominant, sometimes slightly more dominant, but one needs to be dominant. And these women, because they are type A hardcore personality, the only men that they can get and the only men that will put up with them are these milquetoast, mousy pushover types. And this angers them and frustrates them more than anything else, because they have to settle. They have to settle for that. They cannot have what they really want. That dynamic, powerful, successful, not necessarily even very successful, but type A personality, the kind of man that does not seek the approval of others. He knows he stands his ground. That type of man is simply not going to put up with a feminist, unpleasant woman that's hell to be around. You see what I mean? This is how nature punishes them. Now, this is not all women. In all fairness, there are women that get it. There are women that get it, and they play the role of a woman, and they do what a woman should do. They don't act like men and women are the same, and they don't behave and act and be like a man, as we see so much in the West. This is why so many women, especially in America, Canada, they're not attractive, because they act like a man. They play a man's role. If you travel to South America, and I've touched on this before, and many other parts of the world, I'm using South America because there's abundance of them there, they know naturally how to be a woman, and they're not affected, nor are they interested or attracted to this feminist act like a man, play a man's role. They want to be a woman, so they act like, they appear, and they are really looking up to their man. They rely on him. He's their rock. And this is why it works. And these type of women, the relationships last because they are acting as they should. They are playing the role of a woman. They are playing the role of what they were born as. And you do not see that frustration and anger in these women. They are always happy-go-lucky, you know, they're smiling, whatever. Sure, they have problems in life like anybody else does, but they don't have that deep-seated, incurable anger and frustration that you see, and unhappiness that you see so much in the Western women. Frustrated, angry. You see, they're angry. Look at, for example, Rachel Maddow. They call her Rachel Mad Cow. She's angry at the world. She makes millions, but she's angry. She hates life because she can't have that one thing that she wants in life, even though she's a lesbian. But you know what I mean. The ones that are not are in the exact same position. So gentlemen, I wanted you, and ladies, the wise ones that want to learn, I wanted to bring this matter up to your attention, that what the media and the world does not tell you is that, yes, women can have it all. The feminist women of the West can have it all: career, children, the house, be the boss, and do what they want at any time they want. But the one thing they want the most, they cannot have: a strong, dynamic man that they can look up to and deeply, from the bottom of their heart, respect. They can never have that because they play the role of a man, and a man who knows where he stands in life does not want to be with a woman like that. He does not want to be anywhere near her. He has options. He will go with a woman that treats him like a man and acts like a woman. All the best. Till the next video.